Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the PivotBoss pre-market video for Thursday, April 8th, 2021. I am Frank Ochoa, aka PivotBoss. Here's a look at the daily time frame of the ES. You'll notice here the ES is currently trending nicely higher over the last couple of weeks since that low, that strong low that developed a couple of Thursdays ago. Very nice continuation since then. The previous session we did have a very narrow two-day range, super narrow two-day range. So the idea today was perhaps an outside day could develop in today's session. Had the outside day been down here first, we could be looking for rejection and continuation. Instead, right now, price is at the upper end of the range, which is interesting here because any failure to hold the previous session's high price or the previous session's close, really one and the same there, that could be an indication of a failure, and we could be looking at a retest of 40.50 down below. So right now, watching to see how this behaves here around the previous session's high price. Any failure in that area would be an indication of near-term weakness, but any push downward, again, given this flow to the upside, could be seen as a good buying opportunity for continuation higher. Right now, the market may also be quiet heading into Fed Chair Powell speaking at 11 a.m. Central. Okay, let's take a look here at the NQ. You'll notice here with the NQ, we've gotten a very solid breakout from the symmetrical triangle here. That breakout has led to a move to just shy of 13.8 and the previous high up here, which is 13.9. A very good move to 13.7 as of right now. Previous session we had a failed low with just shy of an outside day up. Instead, it finished the day also with a very narrow two-day range. If today can continue to hold, very much like the ES, if it can continue to hold above the previous high here, it has a shot to continue higher on this breakout. If there's any failure to hold above the previous session's high, that could start to lead to some sort of larger pullback ahead. But again, even a pullback, call it below that 13.4 or even as low as 13.2, could still be seen as a buying opportunity for a continuation higher. I'm not saying we're going to see that magnitude of a pullback today, but over a series of days we could see a pullback of that nature, and as long as it remains within the bullish trending structure here, this could be a continuation toward 14.2 and beyond. Let's take a look now at crude oil. You'll notice here with crude oil, inside day as of right now, and continues to trade within that developing narrow trading range here. So this developing narrow range has been in play. The previous session here it traded in the lower half of the Tuesday range. Right now, $60 continues to be a very clear area of short-term resistance. If price can push through 60, it opens up a move to the upper end of the range into as high as 62. So right now we're trading kind of inside the range. At some point, a breakout could lead to a significant 8 to 10 point move down the way. Given the overall flow here, since that 68 and 67 rejections here, this market appears to be in a clean market structure down. It's very heavy. The only times it's tested the upper ends of the range here, it's been rejected pretty heavily. So right now, watching for signs that perhaps a downside break could be seen through 58s at some point over the next several days. All right, let's take a look here at gold futures. You'll notice here with gold, this one continues to go higher here. We've finally seen a low that has led to a decent bounce. All bounces since the beginning, first trading week of the year, have been sold. You haven't really seen a whole lot after a bounce here. This bounce, this bounce, this bounce, and then it went sideways. You had the initial rally to begin the year, and this first bounce. Every single one has been met with significant selling pressure afterwards. Heavy selling pressure. This was only a couple of days of selling pressure and a more significant bounce. So this is a pretty good move, but it's also well within the downtrending structure, and it's retesting the previous support, or not even quite at it yet. 1765, that's previous support where it broke. You still really have to get through there, but the fact that we're above 1750 right now, short term bullish if it can stay above that zone. If there's a failure to hold above 1750, or we start to fail back below 1725, that could open up another rotation of selling pressure after a bounce here, which has been the case throughout the year so far. So again, short term, very, very good that this price is above 1750, but really needs above 1765 in that prior pivot low in order to open up the 1875 move. A pretty decent bounce so far. If we got some sort of significant failed low or shakeout leg here, that would be a higher low. That could build energy for a continuation up. So continuing to watch 1765 as the major pivot. All right, that is it for now. We'll see how this plays out heading into the rest of the session. Good luck, trade well, and I'll see you in the trading room. Take care.